everyone, so I recently filmed a book haul in which I talked about quite a lot of books. And it made me want to talk about books even more. And actually, in the haul I made before that, I talked about these two books, and I told you that I would make a review on it, and I haven't done that. So I thought, even though I read this like a few months ago, I would give you my thoughts on it. I have a lot of things to say about this series, and I haven't read the third book just yet. I'm not sure if I want to. Yeah, but we're gonna get to that. But first thing, a little disclaimer. I didn't like these books. I would say not much, but I didn't like them much at all. I had a lot of problems with these books, but if you like them, that's awesome, good for you. I know that most people like this. You know, I'm gonna try to tell you in which case you probably wouldn't like it and in which case you might. So I'm not gonna tell you don't read this, it's a piece of shit. I know a lot of people love it, but I'm just gonna tell you why I don't really like it much. First things first, the book itself, the way it's written and everything. I like that. It's that kind of YA that's just very simply written. There are not that many like metaphors or anything like that, not that many descriptions. It has a lot of dialogues, and it's just that kind of relaxing book that you fly through, and if you're looking for that, then you could check it out. But like, I flew through it. It actually kind of got me out of a reading slump, which I find that kind of funny. But like, I enjoyed reading it in a way because I just read it super fast. Like, I kept reading it, and it's definitely not boring. So that's the first thing. And I kind of like the writing. It's nothing super special and spectacular, but it's just really good. It flows nicely. I like that. It's also very, like, the pace is really quick, and I didn't feel like there were lots of spots that were slow and boring. Like I said, I flew through it. It was just something kind of good happening. Like, it's not full of action in the slightest, you know, it's in contemporary romance. But also I'm gonna link the books down below on Goodreads so that you can check out more about them if you want. And yeah, but like, it just flowed pretty nicely, so that was great about it. So if I should like rate the books themselves, like the quality of the writing and everything like that, I would really I like it. But what I had the biggest problem with and why I really don't like it is the main character, and especially the love interest. I feel like the main character is really immature, and at the beginning I felt like she was super immature in like a very annoying way, and I feel like that kind of got better, and there's certainly like a character development kind of, so like that, it annoyed me, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world. Like, I didn't hate her as a character, it just kind of annoyed me sometimes, like the things she did, but you know, no one's perfect, she's not perfect at least, and that's great, you know, realistic and stuff. But yeah, that's something that slightly annoyed me. But the love interest, I absolutely hated that. It's just, I don't want to spoil you anything because this is spoiler free, but just love interest annoyed me so much because we've seen it all before, and like, if I read this book 2 years ago, I would have loved it. You know, I would have been totally obsessed with it. But now I've seen a lot of things, I've read a lot of books, and this is something that's just keeps being repeated, and just, you know, that arrogant guy that's popular and the girl that's not experienced, that's young, and like everything like that. And I've just seen it many times before, and I don't like it anymore. And I just felt like the love interest and just all the love interests there were like, I did not like that at all. I feel like it could have been better if she had a different love interest. Like, there are multiple guys that are like the option of being her love interest, but let's just say I don't like the one that Jenny Han chose for her, and that is the main problem I have with the series, because I think that it's just something that we've all seen before, and it's just super annoying. I didn't really ship it at all. That's what made me dislike it so much, and that's why I kind of really just am bummed about it, because, you know, it doesn't happen to me often that I don't like a book that's super popular. I usually at least like it. I might not love it, but I like it, and everyone like keeps rating it like 4 or 5 stars. They keep saying how much they love it, and I'm like, I don't. So the love interest drove me insane. But yeah, now I want to tell you like in which case you should read it and in which case you shouldn't. there are lots of like experienced readers who read this and liked it, so even though I kind of wanted to say read this if you are not very experienced with books, if you haven't read that many books, but even if you have, then you might like it, but just don't read this if you are super annoyed by like immature main characters, and especially like the super arrogant popular love interest and that kind of story, you know, because I certainly don't like that anymore. I used to, but read this if you just want to if you want to read a book that's just quick and relaxing. You don't really have to think about it much. It's just like a nice contemporary with a bit of fluff, and then it could be a book for you, and then you could enjoy it. I of course can't tell you if you're gonna like it or not, but I think that like if an arrogant love interest doesn't bother you, and if you think that like you might, you know, you don't really care about shipping them, or you're not very like, you don't have very high standards when it comes to like, I don't know, the love interest or like whatever, just then it could definitely be for you. If you're not looking for a total masterpiece, then you might like this, but yeah, it's probably not for everyone. As you can see, I did not like it, but if the plot sounds really cool to you, and you don't think you're gonna be bothered by like what I said that bothered me, then check this book out. It's really not like the worst thing in the world. Like I said, so many people like it, but I just did not. So tell me in the comments down below what you thought about it if you've already read it, and tell me if you want me to read the third book in the trilogy, because I haven't read that yet. And yeah, if you want me to, I'm gonna read it and review it for you, but I haven't read it yet because I'm not sure I want to. So that will be it for this video. Subscribe for more book reviews and other like film reviews and writing videos, and that will be it. Have a good day and see you soon in another video. Bye!